Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Pianissimo van Beethoven Through the Fog by Megan33, which means very softly Van Beethoven. I don't know what Van Beethoven is. Beethoven was a composer uh, between the classical and romantic era and he did a lot of stuff, really. He created a whole bunch of symphonies, a lot of sonatas, a lot of quartets. He even wrote some oratorios and stuff like that. I don't know who Van Beethoven though is, but and then we have Pianissimo, which is it's a translation of very softly, or I think it's very softly. In musical terms, it means very quietly, essentially. But yeah. Anyways, that's the analysis of the title. Here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region, which is a box. The grid is partially covered with fog. Correctly placed digits will clear the fog around that cell. No guessing is required. So this is normal fog of war. So if you placed a correct digit in this space, it would clear the fog in that cell and in the 9 cells that surround it, or the 8 other cells that surround it, I should say. And that's how fog of war works. There is one and only one green German whisper line, along which adjacent digits must have a difference of at least 5. So for example, if this were, say, a 3, this would have to be an 8 or a 9, because the only digits which are 5 or more away from 3 are specifically 8 or 9. So that's an example of how German whisper lines work. We have digits in a cage do not repeat, so there are no repeats in cages either, and sum to the clue in the top left. So these two digits must add up to 13. So for example, if this were, say, a 6, this would have to be a 7, because these two digits must add up to 13. Digits in a white circle must appear at least once in the 4 surrounding cells. So we know that around this, and these are called quadruple circles, or quad circles, as I like to shorten the term for. And around this quad circle, in one of the 4 surrounding cells, there has to be a 4 and an 8 somewhere, because that's what the definition of quad circles are. And that's an example of how that works. And we have cells with a filled circle must be odd, which means that this digit is odd. And, excuse me, got a frog in my throat. Those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay. So that means to add up to 13, we have either 4, 9, 5, 8, or 6, 7. And this is an odd digit. So if it's 4, 9, this is 4, that's 9. If this is 5 and 8, that's 8 and that's 5. If it's 6, 7, it would have to be 7 and 6 here. But if this is 7 and 6, we are guaranteed that in this quad, this would have to be 4, 8 as a pair, and they are not 5 or more away from each other. So it cannot be 6 and 7 here. If it's 4 here and this is 9, the problem is 4 must be next to a 9 on a whisper 5 line, or German whisper line, because that's the only digit it's 5 or more away from. But if this is 4 and 9, obviously 9 cannot be here, so this can't work. So this must be 8 and 5, which means 4 and 9 must be in one of the 4 cells surrounding this. 4 is only, again, can only be next to one unique digit on a Whisper 5 line. I'm calling him Whisper 5 because I prefer that name over German Whisper, but it's essentially the same. So 4, again, can only be next to one unique digit on a Whisper 5 line. So that means it cannot be here, it has to be here. So this is 4, that's 9. 8 can be next to 1, 2, or 3, so this is 1, 2, or 3. These 3 digits must add up to 11. So we already have these digits in the box. The remaining digits are 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7. Actually, let's use just subtraction to figure out what these 2 digits are, because that might be better. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let us go from... On a Whisper 5 line, you'll always alternate between low and high digits, because take a look at what digits can be next to a low digit. A low digit is 1 through 4. What digits can be next to it? 4 can be next to 9, 3 can be next to 8 or 9, 2 can be next to 7, 8, or 9, and 1 can only be next to 6 through 9. So therefore, a digit which is low, 1 through 4, must be next to a digit which is high, 6 through 9. And then you have it vice versa too. So, since these are high, these must be low. And since this is low, this must be high, which makes that low. So we can start coloring these for what they are. So this would have to be low, this is low, which makes this high, which means this has to be low here. We have 4 lows in this upper left-hand box. There are only 4 digits that are low, so therefore that contains all the low digits. So the remaining digits must be 5, which we already have in the box, or high digits. So these are definitely high. So this is 6 or 7 here. To add up to 11, it has to be 1, 3, and 7, or 2, 3, and 6. So you're guaranteed 3 here. We're guaranteed 3 here, which means this cannot be 3. Also, we know both of these are high digits because they're next to low digits on a Whisper 5 line. So this is, again, 1, 2, 3 with 6 and 7. 1. So this is guaranteed that a 3 has to be one of these digits, right, to add up to 11. You can't have 1, 2, because 1, 2, and 8 adds up to 11, but we don't have an 8 possible. So, since one of these is guaranteed to be 3, 3 can only be, again, next to an 8 or 9 on a Whisper 5 line. Well, one of these is guaranteed to be 3. 8 cannot be here because of the 8 in the row, so this has to be 9. So that's a 9. Here we have, again, 2 digits that have to add up to 13. So it's either 4, 8, or 5. Sorry, no, 4, 9, which cannot be because of the 9 in the box. So it's 5, 8, or 6, 7. And this digit can never be 5 because 5 cannot be on a Whisper 5 line. Because if you subtract 5 or more from 5, you get 0 or less, which is not a normal Sudoku digit. If you add 5 or more to 5, you get 10 or more, which is not a digit. So this is a high digit, which means this is low and this is low. But 6 is in this box must surround the quad. So this cannot be 6 and 7. This has to be 5 and 8. Okay. 8 can be next to 1, 2, or 3 on a Whisper 5 line. So this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This as a pair of digits can be, to add up to 8, is 1, 7, 2, 6, or 3. It cannot be 3, 5 because of the 5 in the box. Okay. This is a low digit, so this must be a high digit. These three digits add up to 9. So it's 1 through 6 as possibilities, because you have 1, 2, 6 as the highest digit possible for 3 unique digits to add up to 9. But it could be other ones. Obviously, excuse me, this can't be 5, because again, 5 can never be on a whisper 5 line. So this must be either 1, 2, 6, or it's 2, 3, 4. Either way, you have a 2 guaranteed to be here. Okay. This could be an 8. This digit is next between those two. It could be 6 through 9. This is 6, 7, or 8. This is 6 or 7. This digit is next to 2 unique digits on a whisper 5 line, right? These two. So this cannot be 4 or 6, because 4 can only be next to 1 unique digit, 9. 6 can also only be next to 1 unique digit, which is 1. So this must be 1, 2, or 3. So to add up to 9 with 3 digits, it has to be 1, 2, and 6, which would make that a 6. And or 2, 3, and 4, which would make this a 4. So this is low, which makes this high and this high. 2 is guaranteed to be one of those two. This digit is 6, 7, or 9, and this could be 6 through 9 here. This could be 6, 7, or 8. 6 cannot be here because in this box, the 6 must be surrounding this quad circle. So this can't be 6, which makes this 4, and this to be a 2, 3 pair. This whisper 5 line goes this way, so that's low. We have to have a 4 surrounding this quad circle, so 4 has to be one of these two. But this digit is guaranteed to be next to 2 unique digits on a whisper 5 line, right? It could go either this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, or that way, but they're all in the same box. So therefore, you're guaranteed to have this digit be next to 2 unique digits on the whisper 5 line. So this cannot be 4, which makes this a 4. So that's 4 and a low. This digit is next to 2 unique digits on the whisper 5 line again, so this is 1, 2, or 3. We also have to have a 9 somewhere around this quad, so it's one of these 2 digits. So that doesn't tell us too much. Remaining digits in this upper central box are 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. And this cannot be 2 or 3 because of the 2, 3 pair in the column. This can't be 6 because of the quad circles here. So we have a 1 or 7 being here. And if we tried to make this 1 and 7, that would eliminate all possibilities for that cell. So that's not allowed. So this must be 2 and 6, which eliminates 2 and 6 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 2 or 6. This can't be 2 or 6. So this is 3 and this is 2. This 2 eliminates 2 here. This 3 eliminates 3 here and 3 here. These 2 digits must add up to 9. And it has to be, cannot be 1, 8, cannot be 2, 7. It's 3, 6, or 4, 5. And this quad here says that the 1 has to surround it. So that eliminates 1 from the rest of the box. So this can't be 1 anymore. This is 3. 3 can only be next to 8 or 9 on a whisper 5 line. So this is 8 or 9. This cannot be 3 and 6. It's 4 and 5. 5 has to be surrounding this quad. So this can't be 5. That's 4, which makes this 5. Let's see. These 2 digits add up to 11. You cannot have 2, 3, 4, 5 here, so this must be 6 through 9, which means this is a high digit. This is 2 through 5. So this is a high digit. This cannot be 5 and 6 because of the 5 in the row. So this is guaranteed to be a low digit, and this can't be 3 because one of these digits is a 3. So this must be 2 or 4 with 7 or 9 here. 9 cannot be here because it's surrounding the quad in this box. So this is 7, and this is 4. This is high, so this must be low. This is high, which makes this low. Remaining digits in this box, in the central box, are 1, 6, 8, and 9. This cannot be 9. This cannot be 1 because of the quad circle here. This digit is next to 2 unique digits on a whisper 5 line, so it cannot be 6. Okay, this is low. This is low too. We have a low digit here. This is low. It has to be 1, 2, or 3. This cannot be 6 because it's next to 2 unique digits on a whisper 5 line. This could be 6 though here, and it cannot be 9 because of 9 in the column. This is guaranteed to be 1 through 3. This is, again, cannot be 7. It's next to a 2 on a whisper 5 line. So these can't be 6 and this can't be 6. This is 1 through 4 here. Okay, what else do we know? Where is 4 in row 6? Can't be here because the 4 is in the boxes. Can't be here because 4 in the column. So it has to be one of these two. 3 can only be next to 8 out of 6, 7, or 8 on a whisper 5 line. So this is 8 and this is 9, which makes this 7. So that makes that 9. Okay, this is low, which forces this to be a high digit on the whisper 5 line. This 2, 6 pair eliminates 2 and 6 in the rest of the row, so this can't be 2. These digits add up to 8. It's 2 unique digits. It could be 1, 7 if this is 1 and this is 7. It could be 2, 6 if this is 2 and that's 6. It could be 3, 5 if this is 3 and that's 5. And those are the only possibilities. So this is guaranteed to be low here. Okay. We have a 7 here that eliminates 7 here. So this is 6, which makes this 7, which makes this 1, which makes that 7. To add up to 11, it has to be 1 and 3 and 7. So this cannot be 2, which forces the 2 to be here in this upper left-hand box. That eliminates 2 in the rest of the column. Where is the 6 in this left central box? Can't be these because these are low. Can't be these because this is next to a 2 on a whisper 5 line. This is next to a 3 on a whisper 5 line. Can't be here because of a 6 in the column, so it has to be one of these two digits. Which means this cannot be 6 anymore. This is 8. That means this can't be 8, this can't be 8, and this can't be 6. We have a 1, 9 pair in this central box, which eliminates 1 and 9 in the rest of the box, and this cannot be 8, so this is a 6. Okay. This is a high digit, so it could be 6 through 9. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 2. So this cannot be 2 and 6. Remaining digit in row 1 is a 6. So that's a 6 and is a high. This is a low. This is a high. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 9, which forces this to be 1. So since this is a low, these must both be highs. This cannot be 7, 8, or 9, so it has to be 6 here, which makes this low and a 1, because 6 can only be next to 1 on a whisper 5 line. This can't be 1, this can't be 6. This has to be 7 because it can't be 8, 9, or 6. So this is a 7. 7 can be next to 1 or 2 on a whisper 5 line. This can't be 1 because of the 1 in the row, so this must be 2. Which makes this 6, which makes that 2. So this is now low. We have these are high. We have 4 highs in column 4, which eliminates highs from the rest of the column. So this is low, that's low. This must be high because it's next to a low digit. That must be then low. This can't be 8 because of 8 in the row. This must be a 1-4 pair here. We have a 3-6 pair here in column 5, and the remaining digits in column 6 have to be 5, 8, or 9. Okay, the 7 eliminates 7 here. What can this digit be? It cannot be 6, 7, 8, or 9, or 5, so this has to be a low. So that makes this 1, 2, or 3 here. That means 8 has to be one of these 2 digits here. We have 5 and low digits remaining in column 7. So this cannot be 2, 3, or 4. It's 1 or 5. This can't be 1, so this is 2, 3, or 5 here. And then this cannot be 1 because of the 1 in the box. So this is specifically 2, 3, or 5. And this can't be 2 because of 2 in the row. Therefore, where's the 1 in column 7? It has to be here. So this is a 1, which makes that a low. Remaining digits in row 4 then are 5 or above. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8. This cannot be 6 or 8, so it's 5, 7, 9. Okay. If this were... Okay, 3 can never be next to 6 or 7 on a whisper 5 line, so this can't be 3. This is 1, which means this can't be 1. 6 again, 6 or 7 cannot be next to 3 on a whisper 5 line, so this can't be 3. This is 1 or 2. Okay, 8 cannot be here because we are guaranteed an 8 in one of these cells. And this is 2, 3, or 8. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the column. Remaining digits in row 1 are 1, 3, and 5. This can't be 1 because of 1 in the column. Okay. This is a low digit. It's next to 2 guaranteed high digits in this box because it has to go... Again, there's only one whisper 5 line, so it has to go out somewhere here. Oh, and that's the same reasoning with this, right? We know this is one long whisper 5 line, so we knew this could not be a 4. So this is next to 2 unique digits somewhere on this whisper 5 line, so it cannot be 4, it has to be 3. So that's 3, which forces this to be a high digit. It's next to 2 unique digits on a whisper 5 line, so it cannot be 6, this has to be 7 or 8. Whereas the 6 in column 2, it must be here. So this is 6, which makes this a 4, and is low. That eliminates 4 here, so this is 1 and 4. This is next to a 6 on a whisper 5 line, so this must be 1. This is next to a 3 on a whisper 5 line, so it must be 8, which makes this 7. That makes this 5, which makes this 3. This can't be 5 or 7, so it's 6. This can't be 5 or 7, so it's 9, which makes this 8. So we have a high here, a high here, a high here. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 5. This can't be 3 or 5, so it's 1, which makes this 3, which makes that 1. So this is low here. This cannot be 3 anymore because of the 3 in the column. This can't be 6. Remaining digits here have to be 2, 3, or 5 in this box. And 5 has to be, this 5 eliminates 5 here. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 6 and 3. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 5. This can't be 5 or 3, so it's 2, which makes this 3. This can no longer be 3. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 8, which makes this 2, which makes this 3. That leaves this as a 4. 4 can only be next to 9 on a Whisper 5 line, so this is 9. This can't be 8 or 9, so it's 5. The remaining digit in this right central box is 7. This can't be 3. This can't be 3. Remaining digits in row 7 are 2 and 3. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the box, so this is 3, which makes this 2, which makes this 5, which makes that 2. To be next to 3 and 2 on a Whisper 5 line, it's either 8 or 9. This can't be 8 because of 8 in the box, so this is 9, which makes this 8, which makes that 9. And everything else we've filled out with normal Sudoku. Well, we've been kind of doing that. Remaining digits in row 8 are 4 and 7. This can't be 4 because 4 in the box, so it's a 7. That's 4. That leaves this digit as a 5, this digit as a 6, this digit as a 7, and this digit as an 8. And that's how you solve this puzzle. Yeah, pretty nice use of the constraints. As always, Megan33 always does a good job of setting Fog of War puzzles, I feel. I'm still a little curious about the Van Beethoven. I don't know what the Van is supposed to mean, because usually it's, oh, is it from? No, that's von, right? Anyways, Ludwig, yeah, it's Ludwig von Beethoven, isn't it? Now I need to look that up. Oh, it is Van Beethoven. Okay. That's why it's Van Beethoven. Okay. So it's Ludwig van Beethoven. Why did I think it was von? I don't know. Anyways, wow. Guess you forget a lot of things. So, yeah, that's the whole reason for the van, is because that's his, I don't even know if it's his middle name. Anyways, obviously Megan33 is more informed about Beethoven than I am right now. I don't know. I don't remember. For some reason I kept thinking von Beethoven. Oh boy. All my music training, down the tubes. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.